This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at its 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Done. Round 80.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 50. Check 50.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. He also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A good pickup there, a 22. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense.
Rivers to throw it. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, watch it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Right Monday, down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Bandit, bandit.
Hey, 734.
Lucky. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check.
This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
31, check 31. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's complete to Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, Carr. Caught by Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now on first down. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check 24, check 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They run him with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10. Rivers got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed.
There goes Melvin Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Raiders 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Well, Gumbo.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The Raiders last year, they were 25th in the league in rushing, and a good reason why they used one of their 3 first-round picks on Jacobs for runs like we just saw. Jacobs was the first running back taken in this year's draft, 24th overall. That was actually the pick that was originally acquired from the Chicago Bears in that Khalil Mack trade. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw again. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Watch the edge. No. Off.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that, because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Hey, 79!
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
29!
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. He'll find his running back here, Richard. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Check 99.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go. Do it.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Alpha.
Rivers now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike.
Alpha!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go one more.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Down. She's wide 88. White.
Watch twist.
Express.
Mike 52.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check 52.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
That's the way. Slam.
White Monday. Two strike Chief. 694.
Check the hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Bravo.
Check 52's the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's how we do it.
Melvin Ingram racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Recon. 132 fighter.
Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Later 9.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He's right.
Press
93.
Check 24. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
734.
Check the backer. Alert flare.
From the gun, it's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Is that 190? 180.
59. Watch the slant.
Keep it skinny.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this. Los Angeles there with a pickup of 4.
390.
59. Get that quarterback, D-Line. Get that.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That 380. Hey, 380.
Deep third. Trick.
Load it.
59, 50.
5. Plus right.
Nice 50.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bang. 36.
Low.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Check nickel.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rivers. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
52. Mike 52. 9. Sponge. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Richard, the running back. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Crunch. Hatchet. Purdue. Wide, get wide. Kill.
Carr now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Hey, check. 3 down. Watch twist. OP. Kill.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Denzel Perryman coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Carlson able to put this one through. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
51, Mike 51.
Hey.
51's the Mike. 51.
Hey, 79.
I got you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Hey, let's go.
51, come on, boy, 51. Here we go, here we go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be dreaming.
Red Delta! White 89!
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vontez perfect. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So now then the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check 4, check 4.
Here's Carr to throw. And fights him off. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Cyrus Jones picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Rivers on first down. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Raiders on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
637.
6 guys. Check 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Showing up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Block 15.
Watch tight end.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jim. 49, check 49, check 49. Right there.
Carr going to go on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Right down. Turnover, get that ball. Get that ball. Check.
On first down, Richard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On the draw, Richard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
It's fourth down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. On the move to his left. He's got it to Williams. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Rivers. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for our visitors, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.